Hello, hello, hello. I hope you're all doing well. Let's see. You will hear music in like a couple of seconds. Three, two, one. Quite nice, isn't it? It's quite jolly. Quite a good tune, isn't it? Right, okay. Let's get the show on the road. Might have to turn down the audio a bit because it seems a bit loud. There's no actual music slider. I guess it's ambient. We'll see if that's okay. If not, I can adjust as we go. Hopefully I sound alright, because I couldn't really hear myself over the banging tunes. Let's play it on medium. Or at medium, as some people say.
I'm tired of traveling, or fighting superstition in its many manifestations. Even though it was me who chose to debunk folklore and mysticism. Little did I know I'd end up being labelled as Patrick Galloway, the man with endless occult knowledge. Before I knew it, people all over the world paid me to investigate all kinds of weird things. As long as they paid me, I'd look into it.
There's things,
Funny
not
thing,
things.
though, the more I saw, the more I believed there are forces beyond our control. Creatures not explainable in any human terms. Things that make me skin crawl. I fled from Ireland and hung around Paris and London with no real purpose till the Great War started. I joined a special unit whose job it was to squelch the fears of the superstitious farm boys who made up the fighting ranks. The Tresanti were the biggest pains. Me commanding officer, Jeremiah Covenant, led our unit in the hunt for their camp. We were ambushed. They came streaming out of the woods, waving swords and howling like banshees. I saw their leader holding a strange stone over his head, yelling weird words in a strange tongue. And just when I was gonna pull the trigger, he glared right at me. A bright green flash came from his hand, and it bowled me over as my gun went off. I woke up in a hospital bed with severe burns. They told me Jeremiah and the unit had gone on without me, but he'd given me the shaman stone to keep. I hadn't given any of this much thought until I came back here to find this letter that Jeremiah wrote me almost 6 months ago, asking me to come back to Ireland and help him out. This is not something I'm dying to do, for it may mean the death of me.
He's
Saved my
undying
life,
to
though,
do it.
so I owe it to him. Just hope it's not too late.
It is a bit loud. Hello, Castus. How's it going? That is an excellent question. I don't know. So yeah, let's just knock everything down a bit. It seems a bit loud in general. F3 to access your journal. Each time I pass fades from memory, fate has a terrible habit of reawakening me. Most often, the unpleasant name of Otto Kaisinger is the vehicle of remembrance, but not today. My old friend and commanding officer in the Great War, Jeremiah Covenant, has sent word. It has been years since I have heard from him. His letter came whilst I was away, sitting unopened for nearly 6 months. My joy reading my joy at reading his name was quickly replaced by sorrow, then by fear. Jeremiah has fallen ill and requires my assistance at his estate in Orland. I have not set foot on Irish soil since my poor Gwendolyn's death, and I did not think anything could make me return. Could I have been responsible for her death? Being legally exiled from my homeland was painful, but nothing in comparison to my memories. How did she end up on the floor? How could so much blood come without a sound? How was that knife in my hand, and why was Kay Singer suddenly nowhere to be found? But Jeremiah saved my life, and I cannot deny any request he would make. The necessity of my presence is somewhat vague, as his letter is at times, or at times was incoherent. He speaks of his sickness as a family illness no medicine can cure. I guess that's it for now. The Gel Zabar stone. I have carried this artifact ever since the day Jeremiah gave it to me following the battle with the Chersante. It seems to throw out a shockwave of considerable force, and ever since I acquired the stone, I have noticed strange sightings and visual anomalies. However, the power of the stone has its dark side. On occasion, a beast from beyond this world has attacked me. My only explanation for its appearance is that I was using the stone's power for too long. I have not seen the beast for a while, of course. I have not needed the stone. My trusty revolver, a 6-shot weapon of forged metal grace, durable yet lightweight. My military piece has seen many a country and spilled much blood over the years. P. Why does it say P there? P. Oh, they all say P at the end, do they? Hmm. Yeah, most of them do. And then I've got a scry spell that allows me to see and bear past events from the geographic location in which I happen to be standing. It also casts an ethereal light on enemies in darker areas, giving me the ability to see my foes as well as find my way. I must be careful in its use, as it has no offensive power and it seems to drain my energies for short durations. Learned men, learned men have stated that they believe that man has yet to unlock the full potential of the mind. While traveling to the Orient after the war, I met up with a local seer who told me that I was one of the chosen few, one of only a handful of individuals that he had ever met that had this ability. He called it scrying, to be able to read portions of the past. Most of the people who possess this power, he said, over the course of their lives eventually fell into disability, mind tired from the barrage of images and sounds that could be heard from both the past and the present, the real and the unreal. Oh, Unreal, of course, being the engine used for this game. I know I have the ability to scry because of the subtle words I hear calling within me at times, begging me to look deeper into the past, deeper at what actually isn't even in front of me. But I am truly wondering if this is the gift I dreamed of, or a sick curse placed on me by an outside force. P. I'm thinking. Oh yeah, there's another page here. Regardless, I will go to my friends. I have booked a passage on a steam liner, leaving tomorrow, arriving in 4 days' time. I hope I am not recognized by the authorities. I hope I am not too late. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, that was good. It's still too loud, this game. It's just so loud, isn't it? Hello, Poke. I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a marvelous stream earlier. It's just a loud game, isn't it? Oh, it's a cute rat.
Stuck. Jammed. Stuck.
Hello, NWS, how's it going? Not gonna eat the rat? Not yet. Maybe later. Oh, that's classic Unreal Engine water. As far as audio goes, I might just have this, like, go into my volume mixer and do it that way. This game is bloody loud. That's better, right? So yeah. I mean, it's a bit better anyway. So I can use that ability to see things that aren't really there. They're like memories of the past or whatever. I've also got this bit of soap that does that. I know this because I've played 10 minutes of this game earlier. But apart from that, I have not played this game before.
You're Jeremiah's old war buddy, right?
Indeed. I'm Patrick Galloway, a friend of Jeremiah's. Sorry it took me so long to get here. His letter said it was most urgent.
Jeremiah was beginning to think that the letter never arrived in your hands. He's been quite anxious to see you. We've all been quite worried. Jeremiah's now bedridden. Follow me and I'll show you to his living quarters.
Hello, Sushi Belts.
I apologize for the look of the house, but there's only a skeleton crew of servants now. Jeremiah let go of everyone else, and the house is much too large for us to clean. We've lost electricity to most parts of the house. We can only maintain the living quarters. This family's had so much tragedy. I hope you can help him.
No promises, we'll see.
Jammed. Won't budge. Stuck. Won't budge. Stuck.
I like this game already. Of course, yeah. That's quite scary, isn't it?
Jammed.
I do have a gun as well. Here's my gun.
Stuck.
So you can hold a button to switch between spells, but we've only got the one for now. And then
Patrick, you made it.
you can also
At
switch
your
between
service,
items.
Jeremiah. Sorry for the delay, but I've been abroad. What happened to you?
It seems I've come under the watchful eye of the Reaper, my friend. It's been a long time, hasn't it?
Apparently too long.
Patrick, I came back from the war only to find my entire estate in disarray. My brother Aaron disappeared first, and then my sister Bethany. My declining health is a result of an old war wound, and unfortunately, the symptoms are irreversible. I didn't summon you here to watch me die. I need your help.
Anything I can do. Just name it.
Strange events began happening around the manor. After thinning out my staff, they ransacked my estate, taking whatever they could carry. The rest of the help was quick to follow, as they feared rumors of my family's curse. I can't help but think it's more than a coincidence that strange happenings have increased since I've been back from the war. I want to get to the bottom of this, but I'm just too weak to investigate it myself. I'm relying on you to step in for me.
Of course, Jeremiah. The only reason I risk coming back here is to assist you however I can.
My thanks to you, Patrick.
What the
Uh-oh.
hell was that?
Sounds like it came from downstairs.
I love the hair
I'll
physics in
check
this
it
game.
out. Lock the door behind me.
New journal entry. I have arrived in time, apparently just in time, completely bedridden. Jeremiah is a shadow of his old self, appearing many pounds and a few shades lighter. His explanation for calling to me is still unclear. He speaks of strange happenings around the estate, problems that he is unable to rectify in his weakened state, and has requested that I investigate. I of course agreed, but I could ponder where to begin my exploration. The servant who showed me to Jeremiah's room screamed from downstairs. Often where to begin is the most difficult step. P. Hello, Kamoa. I hope you're doing well.
Jammed. 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 Stuck. Won't budge.
This is one of those games, it's like Quake and Quake 2 where there's no use key, you just kind of bump into things. Yeah, that's me.
Jammed.
It's probably quite difficult to work out when it's me talking and when it's the game talking, because it's just the same voice, isn't it? Just having a little look around, don't mind me.
Jammed. Stuck.
Can you describe what you can only see? As the bonds of flesh are broken, the world becomes apparent.
Maybe the game's too quiet now, what do you think? Can't get the audio for this game right. Look at that, that is a fantastic mirror. Like, Alone in the Dark 2024, this is how you do it.
Stuck.
Stuck. That's a beautiful mirror, that's fantastic. And like I said earlier during the cutscene, look at the hair physics. Amazing for a 2001 game. Oh. Not a good start, is it? I didn't mean to do that. Ah, dear. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. So reloading's really stupid in this game. You have to like select your gun in the inventory to reload. And I can't remember how to do that. So I've accidentally used 2 health packs instead because that's what I have equipped. Is it? Yeah, you can do it like that. But yeah, it's pretty dumb. That's a lot of jam. Yeah, switching the soap here is faster than reloading. Yeah, I'm a bit annoyed. Can I, let's see. Does this game have auto saves? Probably not. No. I'm a bit annoyed if I use 2 health kits without really meaning to. I kind of want to start over and just skip through everything. Right, here's the very start of the game for anyone who missed it. But yeah, I just don't want to waste those 2 health kits without meaning to. And you can skip the cutscene, so it's fine. Here's the scary bit again for anyone who missed it. It's pretty terrifying. Yeah, shooting from the left hand. It's like Die Hard Nakatomi Plaza. But yeah. I'm gonna check what my bind is as well. Because there's another bind for actually like using the wheel for it. Weapon select. E, that's what it is. Yeah, so you're supposed to do it like that. No, that's not right. What is it? I thought inventory had a radio wheel as well, maybe it doesn't. Oh well. It's a stupid system already, so it's something about this game that I already don't like. So yeah. Why reloading isn't like a dedicated function, I don't know.
Stuck.
But we're back here, it's fine. They're really rubbish band. Might have to use the health kit. No, I restarted the game. The aim sensitivity is a touch high. I might knock it down at some point. I mean, I guess so. Come on, yeah. It shows you what I know.
Won't budge. Stuck.
I think we'll knock ambience all the way up. Does that make a difference at all? A little bit. You can hear the wind. It feels like you're actually there.
Help me, Patrick!
Those beasts were after me.
What in God's name were those things?
They're called howlers. And while I've never seen one before tonight, I've heard of them for years.
Those weren't natural, my friend. We're fighting more than superstitions here.
Perhaps I was being naive not to tell you, but there might be something more sinister at work here. When I was a boy, I encountered something I can't quite explain. You see, there was this isle of standing stones that sits just off the estate. Someone had carved a sigil into each of the stones, something indiscernible. Father had many books on the occult, one of which contained a sketch of that very symbol. I took my brothers and sisters out to the island and read from my father's book.
Well, what happened?
Something answered. The ocean began to boil, and a great wind whipped against us as we stood in the circle, and my siblings huddled to the ground in fear. Eventually, the wind died, and the sea settled.
The fire looks
Patrick,
nice.
I know it sounds like the ravings of a dying man, but I believe those standing stones had something to do with this. What has once been a taint upon this family has now begun to manifest itself.
But you told me you're dying. Doesn't this curse end with you?
Who knows? My brothers and sisters are dead, but I don't think they're really gone. I've heard some servants whispering. They think they've seen Lisbeth on the estate. My family has come for me. I sense them, Patrick. By now, you and I know the supernatural exists. You saw the Howlers. And what about our encounters with the Tersante during the war? You still even carry the Gelzerbar stone with you.
It's a token of the shaman's life I took. That's all.
I found a scroll with a picture of the Gelzerbar on it. I believe it contains the way to awaken the stone's dormant power.
Very well. Let me study this scroll overnight, and I'll see what I can do in the morning.
This house still hides many secrets. I'm counting on you to reveal them and put an end to this mess.
Yeah, maybe. Possibly. Oh dear. Piece to the puzzle, the scream downstairs was the result of an attack by a beast, something Jeremiah calls a howler. Similar to a dog, the animal was pale in complexion and has claws as long as my arm and could leap several meters from a dead stop. I killed the fiend, but before I could fairly inspect the corpse, it vanished without a trace. Upon questioning Jeremiah, I am a little more unnerved than I was after seeing the howler. Yeah, I agree. By the way, Kamal, about the font. It's not great. It doesn't scale very well. In fact, I think all the text in this game doesn't scale very well. Like as you can see, like this text, it looks like Comic Sans, and like this stuff, it just doesn't look that great. But yeah, he told a story involving his brothers and sisters, an isle of standing stones, and a sorcery book of his late father's. Apparently, the Covenant children, led by Jeremiah, went to the island and read from his strange book. He maintains it was simply a prank to scare his kin. He believes something from within the Ring of Stones answered back, raging the sea, angering the wind, and shaking the earth. Since that time, Jeremiah has been visited by terrible misfortune. All of his brothers and sisters have passed away. I recall one night in a foxhole, Jeremiah showed me a picture of the youngest sister, Lisbeth. No more than a teenager, she was so striking I found it hard to concentrate on the descriptions of the others. Huh? Sounds a bit dodgy, doesn't it? Anyway. Jeremiah is not completely convinced that they are indeed dead. Well, to be precise, he's not sure if they have remained dead. I suspect that these are delusions brought on by his memory of that day at the Stones. Otherwise, I can only imagine this as a terrible prank played upon a dying man. But if they are only delusions, why not inform me of them when we first spoke? Why would he not write me of such in his why would he not write me of such in his letter? Perhaps he did not think I would come. P. Hello, Fred G. Thank you very much for the big raid. I hope you had a marvelous stream. Yes. Shout out to Ferd Grunt. As you can see, I'm playing another game where I get the read, and everyone loves that, don't they? What is this question mark thing? Oh, that's the objectives, okay. I thought the Riddler was gonna pop up or something. We've got a new journal entry. I've got some ectoplasm. The scroll Jeremiah gave me has revealed a powerful spell. It seems that with proper concentration and the focus of my mana, I'm able to release ethereal bolts of ectoplasm from my hand. Unreliable at far range, the mystical damage seems quite effective in close quarters. So I can switch to that by doing this. I bet I can do this. Pretty sick, huh? Can I open this? Can I open this? Can I jump on the bed? I was saying earlier, Fredster, I think the fire looks quite good. Nice painting on the wall. Ooh, another bust. I'm playing too many games that are just the same, aren't I? You know? I'm just playing the same game over and over again this month.
Have you noticed anything strange going on?
Apparently, Elizabeth's room was broken into last night during the commotion.
Where's her room?
Just down the hall from here. It's quite a mess.
The butler said someone broke into Elizabeth's room. Perhaps I should investigate. Let's make a quick save. In case some sort of monster, demon, or beast pops out.
Jammed. Stuck. 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 Jammed. Need a key. Locked.
I love this game.
Locked.
I don't need to say it.
Need a key. Need a key. Locked. Jammed.
That is a massive door, isn't it?
Stuck.
Guess all the doors are quite massive.
Need a key.
I need a key strikes back.
Tell me what you know about Lisbeth.
Why, she was a fetching young lass. Quite the fiery temper, though. She could be placid and calm 1 minute, and then suddenly she's spitting curses and swinging her nails at you like an animal. 'Tis a pity her mother died birthing her.
Indeed.
Following her mother's death, I'd raised Lisbeth like my own. In the end, the wasting sickness got her. I'd cared for her when she was sick and watched her wither away to nothing. Pity a young woman has to die in the spring of her life. Now she rests with her poor mother at the family mausoleum. The groundskeeper claims to have seen her recently. Oh man, seeing a ghost is never a good omen.
Where can I find this groundskeeper?
He's out in the gardens. You can get there through the kitchen.
Your knowledge is appreciated. Thank you.
Hello, Macaroni. I hope you're doing well. Spoke with Maid about Lisbeth, the siblings' mother. Eveline apparently died while giving birth to her, and the housekeeper filled the void of her maternal absence. She said Elizabeth was a very beautiful girl with a short, violent fuse who passed away from a wasting disease. I take note of the irony of someone who was so beautiful dying of such a heinous disease that calls for the destruction of their vanity. The maid said that the groundskeeper believes to have seen Lisbeth alive. Having seen Lisbeth with my own eyes, I can only believe this maid's frightful testimony. I'll go down to the kitchen and try to find my way to the gardens anyway from P-Dog. Oh, he did switch to this one.
This house needs a priest.
This is how it's done, folks. There's no reason why modern games can't do this. Apart from the fact that if you go in too close, you can sort of get your head knocked off temporarily, but you know, I can overlook that. On nights when I cannot sleep, I look from my bed to the monastery out my window. The reflections of the waters that separate us ripple across my bedroom walls, filling the room with waves of moonlight. If it is quiet enough and the wind is still, I can hear them chanting. Their prayers roll across the water and fall upon my ears like a lullaby, rocking me to sleep. It fills my body with such a quiet peace, and yet I cannot help but wonder how something that provides so much security could at the same time haunt me. At midnight, the chanting stops, the brilliant lights of the monastery go black, except for a tiny glow that emanates from the entrance to the catacombs as I watch that single light, as I can see the shadows of the monks at the entrance. It is then that I feel a slow, creeping dread rise from my stomach, as if the island somehow has a hold of me. I have overheard bits and pieces of the story from hushed conversations about monks who died a horrible death years ago among these grounds. It is said their tortured souls were put to rest within the catacombs and that their two brothers have stood guard at the entrance each night since. I cannot help but wonder why. What are they waiting for or hoping to ward off? Are they bound to the island with the same unknown force as I? The Lord works in such mysterious ways, but how can a just God allow his own flock to die within sacred grounds? Surely there is another force working among us, one capable of pure evil. A living God can never allow such pain and agony. Is it that force that eats at me at night and leaves my dreams unsettled? Are the waters enough to keep me safe? I wish just once I could lie in the grass outside the catacombs for a night and put these haunted dreams to rest. I must end these nightly visions and seek the truth, Lisbeth. There is a good reason. Modern games are made by modern developers who are lazy, dull-minded, uninspiring, and careless. But also, do we blame them, like the developers, or do we blame like the suits, the higher-ups, the people who call the shots? I think a good suit would be like, yeah, I don't care, put the mirror in now. But I guess they're not like that. They're instead, you know, not focusing on the things that matter. Like mirrors everywhere. It's just, yeah, sad state of affairs, isn't it?
Help me!
Wow, Poke, yeah, you're right. I should just. Oh no. Those things are quite dangerous, aren't they? They're really fast. And when they hit you, the game does that thing where your camera kind of flinches. Which actually reminds me of Medal of Honor Allied Assault, which would have came out about a year after this. And these guys worked on Medal of Honor, but they didn't work on that one. They worked on the older games, and then they worked on Frontline and European Assault, I believe these guys did as well. I haven't been to Sainsbury's in ages.
I'm surprised Jeremiah doesn't pack up and move. Oh, this house needs a priest. I'm surprised Jeremiah doesn't pack up and move.
He'll be fine. Yeah, you're right, Pope. Rubbish. Dearest mother, all is not well here at the Covenant Estate. Joseph, my husband, who once charmed me with his goodwill and smile, now seems distant and reclusive. I realized that when we met, there are those imperfections one must look past and that your heart helps you to forgive. However, Joseph's strange obsession keeps him in the library at all hours of the night. Seldom are we spending time together, and even more rarely does he want to exercise his husbandly right towards me. I'm beginning to feel inadequate, especially when he talks of his desire for children prancing around the estate. What am I to do? I bide most of my time alone in the greenhouse, reminiscing of my sweet youth, and the rich and the gallant Peter Rocana, who would wait patiently on me and shower me with expensive gifts like my beloved pearl necklace. Things could have been different had I kept that social path. Instead, I feel like I'm the fool for getting involved with Joseph Covenant. His prime moments are being spent in his library with books twice as old as me. Apparently, my visage can't garner his attention. What dear advice could you give me, dearest mother? I'll be waiting for your response. I hope that this letter finds you and Father well. Tell Father not to worry about his little Robin, that I've left the nest but shall never leave his heart. With love, Evelyn. Evelyn? Nothing wrong with that, Fredster. Can you not play the harp? Oh, this game's starting to disappoint me. Evil Line. Yeah, I can't play the harp. This game is not as good as Thief, confirmed. Key person. With that skull bloke and the beast bloke. A lot of blood. This game is very violent. That's the name of the game, isn't it? Come on. It's truly a pity that my dear wife, Eveline, passed away, birthing Lisbeth. She would have loved to see them all grow. I cannot help but think that she would have been able to tame this wild streak that they have all exhibited lately. A mother is a soothing influence. I unfortunately cannot offer them this solace. I wish I could understand what brought on this recent behaviour. I have received a letter today from Ambrose's boarding school. He has been expelled. I don't know what to do with that boy. With the behaviour of the children so appalling, I have no choice but to bring them home. Perhaps I can find a tutor. I hope being under my watchful eye will calm their spirits. The last 6 weeks have been terrible. The tutor was a complete disaster. In fact, the poor man just packed his bags and left in the night. Any form of discipline is hopeless with Ambrose and almost seems completely lost on the others. The only thing I have been able to do is play to their interests. I have noticed that each child has their own avid curiosity. Strange to see it manifest at such an early age, but who am I to discourage the moment of peace I can find with them? I now understand why the children are behaving wildly. Jeremiah came to me frightened and crying. Several years ago, the children broke into my library and procured one of my research books without my knowledge. But how was I to know, as a 12-year-old boy, would take interest in those dusty tomes? I do not know what passage they read, but I suspect it has led to the current predicament concerning their behaviors and eccentricities. Jeremiah says they woke the spirits off the island. Hopefully I can determine what the children have done. Perhaps there is a solution. I have pored over the volumes of research, and I am no closer to understanding what Jeremiah and the children may have conjured. None of the incantations in the books could have caused this to happen. Calling a demon, a monster, or a beast, or consulting spirits could not have such a long-lasting, disturbing effect. I even travelled to the stones. Travel, is that supposed to have two L's in it? Or is one L acceptable? Is this an American stroke British difference? Because I know cancelled, the word cancelled, the spelling is different based on where you're at. Maybe travelled is the same. Nothing there gave me clues to what has happened. Perhaps, yeah, if they had only told me at the time, I would have had more insight. Now, any clues would be long gone. I have determined the stones are some sort of focus. Perhaps there is a reason so many have been attracted and repulsed by this land. It seems that my own fascination with the standing stones has brought its corruption upon my children from Big Joe. Hello, LLJ. I hope you're doing well. Welcome. Welcome to reading session. It's good to see that Dusty Tomes is doing well, it looks like.
Stuck. Won't budge.
Unscripted AI, no. This game, it's not messing around. Oh, okay. Good place to put it, isn't it?
Stuck. Stuck.
Okay, let's go this way. Unreal. The first Unreal Engine. Oh, that's cool, isn't it? That is neato. Anything down here? Is this locked?
Won't budge.
Ah, typical. Typical. We'll check here first, I guess. Oh no.
Need a key.
Yes, I would. Yeah, I guess it is like semi-forgotten. Like Unreal Tournament is such that's far more remembered than Unreal itself.
Stuck.
But yeah, I'm getting pasted in this game. I'm not very good at it, it turns out. I've only got 2 health packs left. Embarrassing really, isn't it?
Won't budge.
Oh, there's another one at least. Nice plate.
Jammed.
Yeah.
Jammed. Jammed.
I guess that's
Is that the
somewhat
dog in
true.
the gardens?
Yes, it is. However, I don't have the key. I lent it to the maid. I believe she's cleaning Herr Keisinger's room today. It's located in the east wing of the house.
Thanks. I appreciate your help.
The door to the manor gardens is locked. The cook says the maid is the only one with the key and she is cleaning Keisinger's room in the east wing. Keisinger? While that name might not ring true for the servant, I'm deeply disturbed that Otto Keisinger would even be here. Why the hell does that bastard? What the hell does that bastard want with my friend and his family? I can only be sure that when our paths cross, he will get more than a stern word from me. I only wonder how he plans to answer my questions when my hands. See, the font makes it look like there's bands, doesn't it? Are gripped tightly around his throat. Otto has done more to damage my reputation than I care to remember. I have no doubts that I should be, should he find out I've made it to the Covenant Estates, he'll stop at nothing to foil my attempts at uncovering the mysteries that seem to be plaguing this family and my dear friend.
Stuck. Locked. Jammed.
Is anyone scared yet?
Stuck.
Not going well. Let's knock down my sensitivity just a yeah, let's do that by that. It's actually really hard, Macaroni, because they move around so much, and when they hit you, your crosshair goes like that, so it's really tough to stay on target.
Jammed. Won't budge.
But yeah, they're actually like really fast as well. Considering they're like the first enemies, it's kind of surprising.
Where is it?
Aiming at the floor is good
I know
crosshair
it is around
placement.
here someplace. Ah, here it is.
How did I get it? Shoot it down. Reddish leaves swirl in the wind like lost souls in search of rest. Like an open sketchbook focused on my dreams, this land is forever pictured as a comforting autumn dusk, replete with a golden sky with crackling river water and bubbling marshes that dot the land. It feels like a romantic artist's canvas. Upon further investigation, I have sensed horrendous visions of a gnarled doom, yeah, decorated as a picturesque facade in its endless autumn dusk. Spiny trees root deep into the foul earth, licking the ground dry of all that is good. Carcasses populate the brush, their putrid remains swallowed whole by the land, and corners of this malevolent area are teeming with vicious, ungodly prey, all whilst the grass stretches over this land, twisting together like veins of pulsating sinew, as if the ground were alive, keen of the inhabitants that parade on its back. Beady black soulless eyes flash across the air. Tiny, quick-winged bats streak through the bright sky, flying razors waiting for the perfect moment to descend. As they swoop by, I see sharp bloody teeth, a wicked demonic smile. From the darting blurs, I hear an ominous whistling that chills my soul. They own the skies here. Wraith-like hooded minions, overseers without heart or soul, patrol this land. Slash and stitch techniques permeate their faces, and arms patched together like cheap quilts using the skin from the bodies of rank corpses. They gather and live like packs of rabid wolves, instigating fights for supremacy. These abominations thirst for my destruction. They are mostly clustered around footpaths that seem to traverse upward along a cliffside, but alternate groupings are planted among watering holes and hollowed trees. Further down the path, it is as if the shadows are swallowing the surroundings whole without a penchant of logic or drop of meaning. It is as if the only reason for this actually lies in darkness itself, like royalty if it rules the black void entombed in the night infinite. It is she, the eternal mistress of shadows, from Aaron, whoever that is. I think I played the demo for Colin McRae 04 back in the day. They're mostly custard. I mean, yeah. Deus Ex was also on the Unreal Engine, and Ambrosia was a big part of that game, so it's all connected. It's all about custard.
Won't
I think knocking down the mouse sensitivity a tad has helped. I could actually go down knocking it a bit more, actually.
won't
But yeah, we'll see.
The great hall of paintings. There is the truth. Image becomes reality. He will rise again. The ritual continues through our blood.
Jammed. No, not jammed. Cutscene.
Bethany often used this room as her office after Jeremiah left for the war.
Good to know. Thank you very much for that information. Why do I waste my time with poseurs and fools? I realize now that my correspondence with these others has been a waste of my time. If I ever had done more research than I could truly appreciate until now. Most of these other magicians are braggarts who act the part but rarely have an inkling of the truth. Hello, Real Tech 9, I hope you're doing excellently today. I have tried to contact the Golden Dawn, but have been ignored and insulted since I am not from the continent. Alistair Crowley insists I become his acolyte. I suspect it is more of a harem. His vanity is boorish and fraudulent. He is as confused as my brother. Both are lost in vices. While Aaron numbs himself and seeks escape, the great beast actually believes it to be a revelation. A few have been unresponsive or cryptic. I suspect if I pursued them, I might glean some knowledge. It's not gleam. Gleam? Don't know. However, I am beginning to realize that my research and documentation are beginning to plateau. What I have learned must be put into practice. Perhaps the nature of the knowledge I seek cannot be found within this society. Trial and error has showed my learning due to the long recovery periods. The help probably suspect something is amiss since my health fluctuates drastically from these rituals. They wouldn't dare say anything. Besides, I can always blame erratic fortitude upon my family legacy. That should be enough to excuse my bouts of weakness. Besides, Aaron languishes in a stupor even now. Bethany. Acolyte's Protection Agency corrects. Always pounding ass. Yeah, I'm doing fine, thank you very much. I am still breathing. Ah, see? This is why it's good to ask these questions, Fred. Just to get a, what's the words? Clarification. Just in case she accidentally used the wrong one later on in life. Jeremiah, I'm warning you about Bethany. She has become obsessed with Father's book since she left for the war. She is increasingly paranoid and secretive. She locks herself in the sunroom or disappears on horseback. I know she is corresponding with a number of outsiders. I fear she is making family business known to these strangers. I doubt we want her bringing unneeded attention to the family. You know, she is the last person we could want near those stones. How could you have left us? I feel the fingers of this curse reaching out to us. Don't think you can escape. You know you have to come back. Damn it, Jeremiah. You have doomed us all, and you're a coward for leaving us. Can you hear the whispers, Jeremiah? Even another continent isn't far enough. Remember, I tried to go as well. I heard them even in Asian dens and German gutters. I figured it out. It's inside. It won't be long before you cross the threshold, brother. Brother. From Aaron. Asian dens? Like, what are you doing in those? Do I want to know? Sounds a bit dodgy, doesn't it? Ow. Oh no. Let's reload. Reload! Yeah, they're actually really tough. Yep, you can skip them. Good game, isn't it? My favourite one was when Kamo was like, you should use a fire extinguisher on the enemies and the suffering, and the ones that are on fire, you should use a fire extinguisher. And Fred was like, is that a serious suggestion? There's so many of them as well. Oh, look at that, that's awesome. Like proper death animations. That's pretty cool for a game that came out 500 years ago, isn't it? How many health kits do I have? One. I love that, like, the first level of this game is like 20 times harder than the last level of the last game I played. I don't have a ton of ammo either. And that's my last health kit used.
Stuck. Won't budge. Won't budge.
That was a bad time to walk out, wasn't it? Made it. He didn't, though. Hello, Quicks. How's it going? Yeah, I was saying earlier, it's like Die Hard Nakatomi Plaza. Though that game actually came out a year after this.
Jammed.
Can you still play Counter-Strike with a left-handed weapon model? Is that still a thing? (2001). It's a console command. What a load of rubbish. It used to be like a standard thing back in the day, but you could just toggle. Yeah, I think 1.6 had it. I think Source had it as well. It's just like an option. Lisbeth bit me today. Not understand what's gotten into her lately. She used to be such a graceful, proper little girl. She even licked her lips afterwards. I believe I should leave this place from Mary Turner. MT. Oh, some health, which I desperately need. Oh dear. This game's hard. I'm not sure if this is the right way or not. Ooh, who left this up here? You got the priest key? Oh, more health. Blended. Can I open this? I can. I used the priest key. What is that?
Who dares rifle through my personal belongings?
Oh no, ghosts. I might have to switch to my... Yeah. I'm assuming I need to see them in order to hurt them. These guys are like absolute bullet sponges, apparently. What? Maybe you can't kill these guys. I don't know. Good death. I'm glad you liked it. Let me just check. I think there was another door, wasn't there? Back here. Oh no, I was in here. What about down here? Aha, it was worth it. 2001. I recognize that from the Pray for Paris album by West Side Gun.
Jammed.
Yeah. Well, I like this way better because there are no priests that bonk me. But we did get ammo and a health kit there. Maybe the play is to go there, get the stuff and just run. I mean, I could try it. Because that seems to be a bit of a dead end anyway. Oh, it's far better. I'm actually like engaged, I'm not like falling asleep while playing it. Have a little look at this. What's that? Can I actually do something with that? An amplifier. This strange crystalline stone seems to be a source of infinite power that may be used to permanently increase the power and effectiveness of my spellcasting. I must keep my eyes peeled and ears open for its pinkish hue and low hum. Okay, so I should just use it immediately. If I can. Or maybe it's used already. Hold on. Let's have a little look. Yeah, so if I just use that. Okay. So apparently this is better now. I would rather have it. Oh no. Loads. I think I messed that up. Die. Someone kill me. I think I messed it up because I think if you use the amplifier on whatever spell you have equipped, it upgrades that spell. Oh, it's kind of lame. They don't really explain that very well, but yeah, okay, I get it. Kill me. Erase me. Right, so I'm curious to see if I get this again. Then use it. Yes, there we go. Because this is quite good. That's definitely more useful to upgrade, I think, over the viewing thing. I don't know how to use the ether trap. I'm guessing it's in my inventory. Maybe that's what I need to use actually for this. Go for it. Oh yeah. Interesting. I kinda used them all though, and I don't think it was worth it. Yeah, I can't wait until we get there. Just gonna run this time, I think that's still the best idea. An ooze one. And they don't follow you through a low transition, yeah. That's just the best way to do it. There's no point in wasting resources if you're just gonna run away. Oh. I like this with the curtains, by the way. It's pretty cool.
Jammed.
Putting one of them behind you is a bit cheap, I have to say. That's pretty mean. At least I have a bit more ammo. Yeah, one of them just kind of pops in, I guess. Yeah, or, yeah. Thank goodness I'm not playing this on hard. This is only on medium. It might be one of those games that actually gets easier though. Some games are like that. $69 health, that's worth a save, surely. Nice mirror. You would think so, come on, but sometimes the early going is harder. Like, Blood's a good example of that, actually. The first episode of Blood's actually the hardest.
Stuck.
Tony the Pirate, we all miss him so much, don't we? Oh, some ammo there. I don't know if I should go up the stairs or I should check this out. Oh, there's stairs here as well. Another amplifier.
Need a key.
5.
What is that?
No problem, Fredster. Enjoy. Five too many. It's a bit mean. My eyes.
Jammed. Jammed.
Okay, now I need to go back. Bit dark here, isn't it?
Stuck.
Not really. Like a little bit. You know, I have to go back one room to get back to get to here. It's not that bad. Nice hat. Demon talk.
Won't budge, won't budge, won't budge.
Do you think it will budge? Molotov cocktail. Wonder if that breaks or not. No. The power really is here. I can feel it grow as this family shrinks. 10 little, 7 little, 5 little Indians. So sad that I spilled Covenant blood prior to my arrival. Ha! It was a trifle beneath me, but arriving without cause nor invitation at the king's throne simply would not do. Insignificant fodder she was, but Patrick Galloway. How is it I did not foresee his arrival? Still strange to me that Jeremiah's affection for the Irishman did not waver with time even after the wonderful night at Cashel. I await his arrival. Otto Kaisinger. That's the one. Oh. Okay. This is cool. Should we go through the fire? Let's quick save first. It was worth a try, wasn't it? Look at that beautiful JPEG. Health pile. Oh, nice. Yeah, the hand motion's great. Where next? I don't see anything worth, you know, doing, or we just drop down maybe? Seems a bit wild to do that, but we can give it a try. I don't think that's the intended path. I think they wanted you to do this. Or something like that anyway. But hey, it worked.
I'll show you real magic.
Here we go, some real magic finally. He turned himself into a dandelion. A purple dandelion. Ow. Yeah, it's a good idea. Is this a boss battle? I wonder what happened to her. I haven't seen her in ages. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's so sick. Name a modern video game that can do this. Tibetan war cannon. Sure. Okay. I've got the garden key now. Dishonored say I haven't played it yet, so I'll take your word for it. What do you think of my Tibetan war cannon? Oh. It's like an ice launcher. Yeah, it looks like it has a limited ammo. Maybe I've got it not selected properly, which is a... Yeah, it is a thing in this game. No, I guess it has limited ammo, so yeah, I guess I'll use that. Or at least it has unlimited ammo for now. Oh.
Won't budge.
Oh, the fire is gone. No, so I can do both, I guess, but yeah. It's like left-handed is like weapons, and then right-handed is like magic.
Stock. Stock.
Yeah, just like Bioshock Infinite, yeah.
Stock.
Or Bioshock 2, right? At least they're giving me more health now.
Stock.
Have heard of this weapon only in story. Created and forged in gold, it is a mystical weapon of the Tibetan folklore that was lost in a mountainous area during a great battle. They call it the war cannon. Rumor has it that the person that holds this weapon must be of pure heart for it to function correctly. I seem to be able to discharge some sort of cold sphere out of it. I wonder if it can slow down these these absolute bastard creatures. Secret weapons over Normandy, that looked like quite a fun game.
Won't budge. Stock.
Yeah, I guess the play is to freeze them and then finish them off with magic. Or you can just kill them immediately, that works too. Remember this area from back in the day? Can you close the door again? No. Not that kind of game, Vodtober. What a great game that is.
Jammed. 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 Won't budge.
Doing well. I feel good about myself. I'm glad you think so. I might be going the wrong way, I'm not sure.
Budge.
No, I think this is right. Oh, who knows? Maybe I'm wrong.
Need a key.
Locked. I do. Why can I not set this? You know, get rid of the fire with my ice? Don't think that necessarily works that way, but you know. Worth a try. Can I shoot you with a normal gun? Probably not. No, didn't think so. Yeah, maybe you have to get it by using the bookshelf on the other side. Just a thought. You'll never see this coming. Worth a try. Oh no. I'm scared now.
Jammed.
It was, wasn't it? I think if how many nightmares this gave people back in the day. Oh, nice mirror. Fake mirror? I was able to jump into it. Spell. I'm sure it did, yeah. I'm fairly certain this can stop or affect any and all magic I may encounter. I might try the spell on an obstacle of smaller magnitude, lest it fail in my most dire time. Here it is here. So I can just go pew, and I guess that does something to the magic. Oh, it probably breaks that barrier. Can I go backwards to the little bloke? No, that's still budged. Whatever, locked. No budging, but let's move. Let's switch back to that. There we go. Sorted.
Locked.
Oh, well that's a way.
Won't budge. Stuck.
I mean, if you thought Alone in the Dark was bad for locked doors, you've seen nothing yet.
Stuck.
Well, that's a way back, isn't it? Can I go? Yeah, can I go back, actually? I would give that a solid 8. I think that was really good. Can't get in. jump while crouching. Kind of do a crouch jump, you know, like in Half-Life, but I don't think that's a thing. Maybe it's a one-way. That's okay. It'll be fine. Worth it for bullets. Well, health is better.
Stop. Won't budge. Stop.
Okay, I guess I have to fight back now. Or not. What? That hurts you as well? Yikes, okay. Well, I didn't see that coming. So even though the Tibetan War Cannon, or whatever it's called, it's quite good. You need to be careful. It does splash damage. So if you've got it charged up and you accidentally hit yourself with it, you're gonna do quite a bit of damage to yourself.
Stock.
That's fine. I haven't used a Molotov cocktail yet. I'm fairly certain this can stop, right? Or, oh, yeah. Just making sure I read that, because I saw the little book icon and I thought, is there something for me to read? But no, I guess not.
Won't budge.
Won't budge. I had a feeling. In the garden now. Oh no. The gardener just got blasted. Love that classic Unreal water. Classic. Could have been. There's another one.
What are you doing here?
Just tell me where that trail heads off to.
Bethany used to go horseback riding in the hills, but that was so long ago.
Well, thank you very much for that information.
Stock.
Jammed.
Doesn't mind if I jump on his head, though. What a nice guy. What a lad.
If I have to cut one horse.
A shrubbery. Anything out here? Apart from that guy getting killed. It's shameful I can't take his hat and wear it as like a little tribute.
Stuck. Jammed.
Irish protagonist,
What
yeah.
can you tell me about Lisbeth?
I've seen her. I've seen poor Elizabeth on the heather.
When?
I was coming back to the manor one evening, and I saw a silhouette perched atop a hill. At first, I thought it was a banshee, but I caught a glimpse of her face by the family mausoleum. It was Lisbeth, poor dear.
Family mausoleum?
It's to the west of the main house, through the trees.
Is that near the standing stones by chance?
Standing stones, you have no need to go out there. There's nothing but bad luck and suffering for all who visited that island. I'll unlock the gate to the outer grounds, but I assure you that venturing out to the standing stones will lead to no good.
It makes it quite awkward though, because it makes it hard for the people watching the stream when I'm talking and when the game's talking, you know. That's tricky.
Stuck.
Are those...
You're more of a
That's... no.
than a man.
I guess so, Quicks, yeah. Let me in. I think this game looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm now using my primary instead of my secondary, and it's working out better.
Won't budge.
I'm not surprised. This actually reminds me of like Dusk or something, you know? It is quite windy, yeah.
Stuck.
Some of the best curtains you've ever seen in a video game. Invoke. This spell causes creatures I have just killed to be brought back to life, this time to join my cause. As disturbing as it is to call the dead back, I'm afraid that if the scroll doesn't work correctly, I may be raising these devilish creatures only to have to fight them all over again. There is no accounting for what might happen should I attempt to use it on a living organism. Yeah, Grim would even like love it even more. Welcome back, Fritzner. Or maybe you're not back. Maybe it's just a fake return. That can happen. Well, that didn't go too well, did it? Let's try it again. can't skip this, unfortunately. So I can switch. Oh, I can type. That was, I think, the console by accident. No? I pressed something. Oh, it's tab. Return to Castle Wolfenstein came out later on that year and was also composed by the same bloke. There you go. There's your fun fact for the day. Bill Brown. Maybe in situations like this, I should pull the gun back out. And let's quick save after I get this. No one said it would be easy, did they? Yeah, no, the gun doesn't seem great, does it? Well, I survived, but was it really worth it? I don't know. Should I try the thing that I just unlocked? So. There you go, I've got a friend now. I'm upgrading that ectoplasm thing, but I don't really notice the upgrades. They seem pretty slight. Should I try this? What do you see? Check this out. I've never really had many bullets in this game. We'll stick with this, I think. Yeah, that's better. And then we'll use one as a friend. And then... Welcome back, Fredster. Oh, bloody footsteps, kind of. Briefly. That's like the start of Tomb Raider all over again. Skeletons. Yeah. Look at that. Beautiful. A robot. That's quite a nice skeleton. Couldn't tell if it was a friend or a foe, really. Medieval playthrough when, Vodster? I'm sure you guys can guess what score IGN gave this game. I'm gonna die. Far too low. Grammar do. Oh, new death animation. Oh, it's like Kano. I didn't know there was a pecking order. Let's see if I can get that. thought maybe you could shoot it down. That has been a thing in the past. But yeah, IGN gave this game a 9. 9 out of 10. Just as good as True Crime Streets of LA. Just as good as Hitman Absolution. 9 out of 10, folks. There must be a way to get that. There's got to be a way. Can you just kill me? I have to say, let's keep it 100. Don't see this game being at a 9 in the slightest. Not even in 2001. Yeah, that is awesome. There's cool stuff here, but I don't like the combat very much. And that's a problem, it's an FPS with combat. These skeletons take far too much damage. Did we just get in the boat? That's cool. Yeah, you do just get in the boat. I didn't know how to get that thing though. Should I try? Let's hold on. There must be a way. Determines. I do like the bullets ricocheting, that's kind of cool. Right. I'm experimenting. I also want to try this. Does it work? No. Okay. Some secret items back here. That's fine. Maybe. No, yeah, you can't resurrect them as mates. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I don't know how to get that other thing, but that's fine. It was worth going back for the bullets and the health, I guess. I tell you what though, this game is a lot better than the Clive Barker game that came out after this. If you know, you know. Is this not an FPS? XP wallpaper, yeah. I don't think XP was out when this game first came out. That's not what you said. You're calling me stupid for making a mistake. Interesting way to go about things. Yeah, same thing. Who are these people? Not nice people, it turns out. I genuinely thought they might have been friends. They are not. What about the ones from Canada?
Locked. Need a key.
Maybe someday I'll stream the next installment in the Clive Barker's franchise, but... Ooh, a donkey. But yeah, it's not good. It is not good at all. I can only hope that someone will find these scribblings of mine. Someone who can continue my quest, for I may not be long for this earth. I seek a magical talisman, an evil weapon known as the scythe of the Celt. I fear that this weapon has fallen into the wrong hands, and so I have undertaken a quest to find the scythe before it was taken from this ancient monastery. You see, hard as it may be to believe, there is a way to travel back to the days when this monastery was populated with the wise monks who first found the scythe of the Celt. These monks were versed in the ways of magic, and they had a portal that would allow them to travel across distant lands, instantaneously, across distant times as well. I know not exactly where this portal is, but I do know that 3 items were required to open it: a golden medallion in the shape of the sun, a potion made of primarily of mercury, and finally an ancient scroll on which the incantation to open the portal was written. I myself have found this medallion and hidden it nearby, but the other 2 components elude me. Yet. It is yet. But now, it appears I will never have a chance to find them. I have broken my leg, and I fear that these strange dog beasts that roam this land can sense my weakness. They come closer with each passing of the sun. I fear that they will soon attack. May faith be my armor, brother Jonathan McMure. Do you remember Thief Deadly Shadows? A game that had many issues, but it often did this thing where you would read the thing and then you would go to the next page and it had one word like that. It did that like 5 times. It was ridiculous. Could they not have like edited it just so that it fit nicely onto the page, you know? No. I wish you could ride this. You know, like in Duke Nukem Forever. You know, not the one that we got, but in the 2001 version, which of course would have been current during this game's release. And if you mentioned Shrek as well, come on, that also came out the same year. It's all connected. Donkeys are awesome, by the way. Like, seriously. I mean, moose, I like a nice moose, but a donkey on the other hand can't be compared. It's awesome. Is that more ammo? Looks like it. I guess I'm maxed out. You max out at 120 bullets. Okay. Good to know. Let's see. This is locked. I know that. Let's see what's up here. Got him. Silver bullets. Oh. Different ammo types. And that takes longer to reload. Interesting.
Jammed.
Good to know. I'm learning stuff. The bloody footprints is awesome. That's an awesome touch. Maybe I can see why this game got a 9. I can see it, you know? Castus was right. Don't bully IGN. They're just misunderstood. Maybe I should use my silver bullets when I get them. This must be an early example of a radial wheel in a game. I might be wrong on that, but I feel like you didn't see that too often back then. That is actually so true, come on. I often don't understand the things that IGN do. At least I can do this bit a bit better. I know that these guys up ahead are not friends. I should also mention, to be fair, GameSpot gave this game a 9.1. The one and only Greg Kasavin reviewed it. This gun sucks, doesn't it? So, hold on. Let's see if I can resurrect. I can? Can you only have one follower at a time? Let's see, let's find that out. Here we go. Now the game has truly started. Now I need to grab this. Important. Say hello to the donkey. I'd say that's important, it probably isn't at all. So I think that's where I need to go, but I would need to get the silver bullets. Probably should have done that first. And those guys have gotten lost. And that body has disappeared.
Locked.
quick save. SMH. Do you reckon when Dinosaur Bites was making Clive and Wrench, was Clive named after Clive Barker, do you reckon? I'm gonna say yes, Sushi Belt. Is that another donkey? 2 donkeys. Oh no, these lads. That guy's got a shotgun. Super shotgun. He must be the leader. It's so cute. Some of the best donkey graphics I've seen. No, that's, yeah, that's a bad idea. Oh, here's an execution. Check this out.
You'll not even want the effort.
I like that he had to like half find his way to get somewhere. AI struggling here. Doesn't know what to do. A 9 out of 10. A 9 out of 10. Where these guys come from? Dogging bullet. Yeah, dogging means something very different.
Hell.
Hold on, hold on. I like that effect when you resurrect someone, their limbs going flailing all over the place. That's cool. I mean, there's, like I said, there's cool stuff going on here, but the core of it doesn't seem that great. Like, I'm fairly bored, I have to say, at the moment. Despite the donkeys. I mean, the donkeys are awesome, but... Archvile Simulator, yeah. You are the Archvile in this game. That's quite a fun twist, isn't it?
Jammed. Jammed.
What are we gonna do? Ride the donkey in. Use the donkey as like a battering ram. And there's nothing in the corner here, is there? No. Not really. Oh, sound effect. That was a moment of excitement. Just for science. See, this kid's pretty cool, huh?
Won't budge.
I think if this was a modern game, that would be worthy of an achievement, you know? Get a donkey to become a follower. The chest key and the sun medallion. I've read that. Don't worry, I've read that. See, I'm not sure. Does this open now? This is quite a good way to bore the player, I think, as well, as having these big, like, large levels of, like, not much going on. I mean, obviously IGN and GameSpot disagree with me, but what do I know?
Jammed.
Okay, so that's not there. Guess I need to go back to where I was. It looks like I'm heading the right direction. Oh.
Jammed.
Oh no. Nah, that made me do things that I don't want to say. Blood on the ceiling. Merp. Yeah, exactly. That's what I did. You are absolutely correct. As usual, come on. That's okay. I'm not mad. Not mad at all. Should probably heal. Now when I think about it. Does the sun medallion do anything? No. Why have it as a selectable thing in your inventory then if it doesn't actually do anything? Weird design choices in this game. You're a big fan, aren't you? Good answer. At least you could like shoot him in Hitman. That was the thing. Is this the boss? It might be the boss. Wish me luck. I did it. Finally, the super shotgun. Things are looking up. Can I resurrect you? This game is sick. I take it all back. It's a complicated relationship I have with this game, isn't it? I'll keep that in mind, thank you. Go on, save me. Nice job. What a leg end. They don't last very long though, but I guess, you know, it's to balance the game out. Blah blah blah, but yeah. Kinda wish they lasted a little longer. Because it's a cool mechanic you don't see too often in FPS games. I'm sure I have played something with a similar mechanic, but I can't think of a good example off the top of my head. Nice cobweb. And you walk through it Like a curtain.
Need a key.
Locked.
Need a key. Need a key. Locked.
There we go. Good man. I mean, let's face it, this game is okay and all, but it's no Kiss Psycho Circus, is it? Let's keep it real. You know me, I like to keep it real. I've got it. I'm trying to remember where I went the last time. Over here. Or was this a sewer level? It looks like a sewer level. Not even worth fighting them, is it? I agree. That was a good level, wasn't it? I was quite a fall and I didn't take any damage. I wonder if there is no fall damage. Underground canal. What is that? Oh, it's health. But then they drop a beast on you, and then you get all scared, and you're like, oh no. You feel me?
How's the mess be raging?
Fuck. There appear to be hidden chambers beneath the monastery ruins. There are several large bricks blocking the way in, too large for me to dislodge. Perhaps if I found some sort of explosive, I might be able to blast my way past them. From P. Chambers of Secrets? Maybe. Or maybe it's just Chamber of the Way Forward.
Won't budge.
Locked. Oh, more health. This guy's seen better days. Oh, that was a nice bog off, I have to say. Yeah, go back to using this for a bit. I miss
Won't
Resident Evil
budge.
2. It has to be said. I do miss it. Yeah, my friends will deal with that. I miss Resident Evil 2. Bring it back. Play it again, Bodster. Moloko. Any Moloko fans in the house? Can we get a shout out from Moloko? Oh no, that was a bad fall, wasn't it? But Moloko is taken, so I'm sure some of you will be disappointed. I think so, Fredster. I think you absolutely smashed it out of the park. Mana well. These small magical trinkets enable me to hold more of my mana and allow me to fire my spells more often without fear of draining my magical energy so quickly. Need to keep my eyes out for more of these mana well containers, as they no doubt will help me with my spells and my endeavours. Aha, that's just an instant little upgrade. That's cool. Oh, no, that's fine. So yeah, there is fall damage, but it seems the game is fairly generous when it comes to how far you can fall. Late harvest day of our pertinence in the year of our Lord 1231 AD, a garrison of robbers was dispatched to this outer island to establish a vigil over the ring of standing stones on the Isle of King's Head. From our monastery we have kept watch over this site for well over 200 years. Without a doubt it is a focus of unnatural power which must be guarded with persistent vigilance. For years we were content to stand sentinel over this megalithic site, and we bore our burden with honour. Now I must confess great concern over the direction of the abbot is guiding our brotherhood. It has been a long time since we have had any communication with Rome. Fierce storms have isolated us on this island and swept away many brave brothers who have attempted to make the crossing to the mainland. Isolated from our superiors, the abbot has undertaken an investigation into our predicament. Convinced that we are bewitched by agents of the supernatural. Nice to see that the Irish pop group Bewitched get the shout out here. It has been decided by the abbot that we will exhume the grave that lays betwixt the ring of stones. I fear what we may find. Late harvest day of toil. It has grown bitterly cold since the day of the dig. Snow frosts our fields and the crops are ruined. Those on the dig describe, on the dig rather, describe discovering the withered body of a man clutching at ancient scythe, an ancient scythe. Though it is sacrilege, the abbot ordered the men to retrieve the weapon for study. The abbot hopes that in understanding the artifact we may shed light on the strange curse we are experiencing. Late harvest day of Congress, one of the scribes, Brother Abras, was overtaken with bloodlust while studying the scythe. He struck down a number of our brothers. If it hadn't been for a timely intervention of Abbot Constantine, many more would have fallen. The abbot declared that the ill-wrought weapon must be destroyed before its wicked nature infects us all. The ritual requires us to destroy the item and may be more dangerous than the weapon itself. We will walk the border of shadow to be freed of this cursed weapon. May we be protected from the fiends. I pray we are released from this curse, or else may the saints preserve us. Brother William Tufnell. What a legend, huh? What an absolute legend. Okay. I hope Kamoa has a Hufflepuff tattoo. Wow, that's disappointing. I've upgraded Invoke, which maybe means that they last longer. Maybe.
Won't budge.
Who dares enter my realm uninvited?
Oh no. It's all kicking off. Where next?
won't budge.
Gotcha. It works. I mean, as soon as I type that in, I find the way, so it just works. Well, I find the way temporarily. Down here, maybe. Let's keep it real. This game is pretty boring, isn't it? I find it pretty boring. Because the enemies are boring, and the weapons are pretty boring. The levels are like big and not super obvious and where it is you need to go. I mean, it's been okay, but you know, navigation's not fantastic. Howlers, completely different ball game. You're absolutely right. I don't know how anyone could get the two confused.
This could be useful.
This could be useful. Ah. Oh, there's a secret. Bark at the moon like Ozzy. Rest in peace. See if I can get that. No problem, Kamoa. See, Kamoa's bored. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I appreciate your honesty, and I appreciate you being here as always. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, and I hope to see you again soon. Won't open.
Jammed.
This door won't open. My Daikatana locked door impersonation. I hope you enjoyed it. There's only 12 minutes left. Well, make the most out of it then. Don't piss it away by watching this rubbish. This absolute cat. That's blocked. Okay. What about this one? I'll take that. Wow, Fredster. That's how bad things have got with this game. You're just like, you know what? I need to look at something that's not shit. Yeah, I don't know what the sun medallion's for. Yeah, I know I'm going around in circles. I'm just making sure. But I haven't missed anything crucial. I guess not. Hard to say though. Oh, is this the way? I think this is where I came from. It is. It definitely is. Though that can be the right way sometimes. I don't want to go back just yet. And then there's this area of the extra howlers. Pokemon Stadium is far better than this, isn't it?
Won't budge.
Yeah, it just leads to that other area that I've been to so many times before. Okay, let's go backwards then. Well, the final part is definitely true. Such a beautiful landscape, isn't it? I mean, that's more than most people.
Jammed. Jammed. Won't budge.
I have hit a dead end. Oh, dynamite, that's what it is. God, I've worked it out. Check this out. Are you ready for this? Good tune, isn't it?
Stuck.
I know that's sampled quite a lot, isn't it? Y'all ready for this?
Stuck.
Stuck.
Jammed. Stuck.
Can I save you? Of course not. It was worth a try though. That's blocked. Oh no, look at these monsters. Absolutely horrific. The silver bullets suck. I thought they would be really good. And they're not really good. Oh well. You just gotta get up.
Stuck.
Like, I'm playing this at the moment, and I'm actually thinking to myself, his Psycho Circus wasn't that bad. That's where we've reached.
Stuck.
Yeah. This game needs a lot. Oh, I know what you mean, don't worry. What a box quote that is. That's gonna sell some copies.
Stuck. Jammed. Won't budge.
It'll never happen because of licensing and stuff, but I would actually buy Kiss Psycho Circus Remaster on the other hand. I would not buy a remaster for this, but I'd buy a remaster of Kiss Psycho Circus. I know, we all love colons, don't we? I don't think it does, actually. Is it not Kiss Psycho Circus dash the Nightmare Child? Who knows? And more to the point, who cares? Let's be honest. I think that's wrong. Silver bullets are worse. It's like... dear, dear, dear. Dear, 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 dear. There's really no good way to find out what that's actually called, unless you can find maybe the manual and it has the full name written in there. That would be my only bet. Silly me. I forgot that you couldn't resurrect skeletons. That's just me being silly, isn't it? This game has a really high Metacritic, by the way. It's got a Metacritic of like 85 or something.
Won't budge.
So it's me who's out of touch. I fully admit to it. This sucks. this is not good. The shotgun's not that good. This is the best weapon, it feels like. Against these guys, at least. Is there like a tougher variant? Well, there you go. It must be true then. I actually don't think I've ever seen his video, so I should probably see it at some point. Can't resurrect that. What a shame. One health. I'm just gonna reload that because it's so crap. No, that sounds like an absolute nightmare for it now. The range they've got is stupid. This is actually the perfect way to describe this game. Imagine if you're playing quick, but all the weapons are shit, and it's mostly just fiends that you're fighting the entire time. Must be something up here, no? I guess not. I do like the following wood panels though, that's nice. I dig that. Yeah, you don't want to talk to other people that use Wikipedia or edit Wikipedia. I bet you those forums are like World War III every day. How did that go, Macaroni? Oh, that's good. Sounds positive to me. I know one of these doors has health in it. That's what I'm looking for, but I can't remember which one. Not the one straight ahead, but this has bullets or shotgun shells, so that's at least something. Maybe the shotgun's better for this bit. It's a bit shit. I guess I'd probably jump down the hole. That's probably what you have to do. Does this have the health in it? No. I could have sworn one of these had health in it.
Jammed.
I might be wrong there. Is it this one? Yeah, it's probably right there, Fredster.
Stuck.
No. Seems like that one doesn't open. Yeah. I guess we'll move on. What's this door? Oh, that's the way forward. Okay. Just for fun, though. I want to do it. Just for fun. Check this out. It had to be done. It seems like this game likes its respawning enemies as well. Like in a scenario like this, the strategy is to figure out what the way is and then just go there. No point in fighting stuff, you know? It's just a bad game.
Stuck.
We all love a nice ARG. I think that would save this game a little bit if at some point your protagonist complains about his Mickey. Just for whatever reason. But that would save this game a little bit for me.
Locked. Stuck. Stuck.
Oh, let's just watch this again. No. Yeah, make it open world. Make it an Assassin's Creed game, but you play as this bloke instead. I think I'm done for tonight. I love that. That's good design. That is excellent design. That is cracking design, isn't it? Gotcha. Greedo, love Greedo. Big Greedo fan.
Jammed. jammed, 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 stuck, jammed, jammed, won't budge, jammed, stuck, jammed, 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 stuck.
This is the highlight.
Won't budge, jammed, stuck, won't budge, 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 stuck, jammed, won't budge, jammed, won't budge, jammed, jammed, stuck, won't budge, stuck, won't budge, jammed, stuck, won't budge, jammed, won't budge, stuck, won't budge.
Just like Bob Marley. But yeah, we'll stop there for tonight, for now, because we're having far too much fun. I like that the game asks, "Are you sure if you want the save?" But yeah, this is not good so far. I don't like it. Weird though, because most people do like it. Let's go on the GOG and see what people say. They might convince me that it's good. What do you think? That's what GameSpot gave it, yeah. Good is pushing it, yeah. Similar to this, Nosferatu, Wrath of Malachi, that is a Fred Gant game request from back in the day. I didn't like that either. Though at least that was interesting. That was weird, that game. From what I remember. Let's see. View the store. You can get this game for the princely sum of £4.79. The reviews on GOG, we've got 328 reviews, and the overall score is 4.6 out of 5. So it's clearly a banger. 5 stars, classic horror title, penned by the legendary Clive Barker. Undying sees you called to a friend's family estate. Jeremiah thinks he is losing his mind, and it's up to you to put a stop to his siblings. The game is based around a central hub as such, and now the central hub though is actually pretty dangerous in comparison to other games. The hub itself is the house, which is haunted and has various creatures doing rather nasty things to the servants. As you progress, you will unlock new areas to explore. Blah blah blah. The game uses a modified Unreal Tournament engine. It looks a little dated, but it actually suits the whole gritty atmosphere. Blah blah blah. The sound is superb. Voice acting, ambience, music, and effects all add to the superb atmosphere created. You used the word superb twice. That's how superb it is there. At times you will hear something off in the distance, which will put your nerves on edge. Literally, what you don't see can just be as jarring. You have a large selection of weapons. That's just not true. At least so far. You've got era-specific handguns, rifles, etc. That's handguns, rifles, etc. To extravagant, powerful melee weapons, but we haven't found any of those yet. You also have use of various magics to help see what has happened before. Shift time, in brackets later in the game, and watch ghosts and victims alike. Whether you're a fan of horror titles or shooters, Undying is a must-have. Great writing / story, visuals and sound all wrapped up into an awesome game. Well, there you go. 5 stars, horror classic. It was one of the few games that made me really scared. I beat Fear, Amnesia, Condemned Alone at now, for example, and I was laughing, lol. But even now, after all those years, I find it difficult to install this game. This is the best Clive Barker game. Whoa! That's a high bar, isn't it? As though he hasn't written too many games, so it's a must for all horror genre movie slash game slash book fans. 5 stars, FPS as art, scary art too. Undying is an FPS with an emphasis on atmosphere and story. It's up there with games like Portal. What? I didn't see that one coming. It's up there with games like Portal for just sucking you in and keeping you there. The the game is beautiful. I don't just mean that the graphic are nice. Every room in the Gorman-Gask like mansion in which the game is set has tons of love poured into it. Thanks to the design and details, every environment stands out from the last. Rural Ireland, Orland, is invoked the beautiful and terrifying effect. I'll never forget the sense of agoraphobia I felt approaching the high ruined monastery with a deep howling coming from down below. Ah, what? The Clive Barker's Portal, yeah. Still worth full price. 5 stars. It's another review. I gave up on that other one. Clearly written by a mad person. I'm not so much into horror or Clive Barker at all, but this one got me. This title isn't only for horror fans, a must have, but this title is the shining star that makes the sentence "there's something good in every genre" entirely true. What? The first time it took me several attempts over more than a year to withstand it. Okay. So this guy is saying that it took several attempts over a year to withstand it. Maybe that's kind of where I'm at. You know, maybe I'll need to keep playing this, like chipping at it over this course of a year to really get it. Okay, I've been much younger then, but it really frosted my veins in a good way. I dislike horror not only because I know what's going to happen next, but I absolutely love Clive Barker's Undying. It's a ride through lava and ice at the same time. What are these people on? What? Far Cry or Fear. The level design usually tells you where the monster comes from and when it comes from, but not this game. You're on your own and you will die. No spoilers, no help, nothing more to say. Just get it. Turn off the lights, maybe light a candle, play it. This review is from 2013. I'll read one more. Excellent horror masterpiece. First of all, Clive Barker was brought in relatively late on the project. So while many of the aspects were of his design, much of it was completed before he got on board. So due to this, the title is a bit misleading. However, this is a great game. Sure, it contains the new age baloney that you can fight the occult with the occult, but like every other game out there, but those looking for dark atmosphere mingled with horror will find it. Other than the graphics being a bit dated, the game can hold its own with most modern games. The, the, the environment design is wonderful and very Lovecraftian. If you like Lovecraft, you should like this. The game is macabre, walk into bizarre roller coaster descent into madness, which doesn't disappoint. For the price, it is well worth your money. $5.99. That's nothing. Well, I mean, it's clearly something, right? The game is all about atmosphere and traditional gothic horror. I can't emphasize the Lovecraftian tone enough. The environments are simply beautiful. Gothic horror at its uh, finest. I don't know. I mean, most of the reviews are 5 star reviews. Like, I'm trying to find like a negative one. There must be a negative one. Find a negative one. Most critical. No, these are all from like 2013. Most of these reviews. These reviews are old. Someone says pile of suck, 1 star. Let's see, loads of loading screens, cutscenes you can't skip. That's not true. You can skip them. And perhaps the worst combat system of any game ever. Okay. This isn't about fun or horror. It's about frustration. Garbage. I would imagine 2013 is when the GOG release came out, which is why there's like an influx of reviews from that year. And then there's never 1-star review if it says Death of Horror. I remember playing this game when I was younger, and wow, this is one of the worst hours of my life. It's just it was S horrid game, and Clive Barker is a horrible writer to begin with. Horror shooter, good joke. Terrible, just terrible. If you expect this to be a horror shooter like Fear, Stalker, Doom, etc., don't buy it. There are about 5 different enemy types, which become hilariously boring after, well, not even an hour. The horror factor is basically zero. This is exactly the kind of game where you can imagine that its final reviews are bought. 9 out of 10 IGN question mark. Never ever. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous completely spelled incorrectly. But there you go. I guess that's kind of somewhat mirrors my thoughts so far, in that the enemies are very boring. Doom is definitely a horror game. Definitely. Like, if you played it in the 90s, especially, absolutely. Doom used to be scary at one point, and we're just desensitized now. Yeah, I mean, and I guess they might have been referring to Doom 3, which is definitely more in the horror space, I guess, but like even original Doom and Doom 2, like I could see them being slightly scary if you played them back in the day in 93, 94, in the dark on your own. This is a different type of horror. There's like different flavors of it, you know. Um, but yeah, I'm not impressed so far, despite everyone seeming to think it's brilliant. Poorly paced and boring. Okay, there are quite a few people that say it's not good, so maybe the next time I'll read more of those. But yeah, I'll keep going. I'll try a skin probably tomorrow, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, not really digging it so far. And yeah, there's nothing else going on, so I'm just gonna disappear. Enjoy the rest of your nights, and yeah, have a good one. Bye bye.